Take a breath. That was always my dad's advice. When a moment required composure, whether I was stepping up to a free throw line or the front of a classroom, the advice was always the same. Take a breath. Graduates, I offer it to you now, not just because it's easy to memorize like the rare bright line rule, but because, like all good advice, it has aged well. Take a breath is a physical reminder to be entirely present in the moment we're in. It is the brief inhale that invites us to listen before we speak, a necessary act towards empathy and community building. It is the auspicious moment when silence and inaction are overborne by courage. Classmates, we have worked hard for this day. Hundreds of cases read, or at least skimmed. Countless briefs prepared, dozens upon dozens of hours dedicated to internships, article edits, pro bono service, and student organizations. The list goes on. Let us exhale and relish in this day, the first day many of us can call ourselves lawyers. For many of us, this day doesn't just recognize hard work we've performed. It manifests a dream. It is the fruits of sacrifice, ours and the generations that came before us. This day is an expression of purpose for some, born from sorrow or injustice. It is defying the odds. It is a commitment to our communities, and it is an expression of hope. But we didn't get here alone. So first, to the group that envelopes us with love and pride, to the parents and grandparents, the spouses, the partners, the mentors, the teachers, the best friends, the siblings, the folks that told us that we had a voice that matters, to our children, to my two children, thank you. When all we could see was the work ahead, you reminded us just how far we've already come. In response to too few calls home and too few dishes done, you offered us grace. You have been our source of strength, and though we may be the ones donned in robes, this day also belongs to you. On behalf of our class, I also offer our thanks to the administration, to the staff, and to the faculty. Staff and administrators, thank you for devoting your many talents to creating opportunities for us. When we walked into events that facilitated professional opportunities or that created a sense of belonging, when we learned to navigate research that fed our curiosities, when we settled into workspaces that were impeccably clean, when you gently insisted that joy is a life force that belongs in the legal profession, your work allowed us to flourish. To the faculty, while our affection for you may be a little stretched during final exams, our appreciation for you does not wane. The late Bell Hooks tells us the heart of justice is truth-telling, seeing ourselves and the world the way it is rather than the way we want it to be. More than ever before, she wrote, we as a society need to renew a commitment to truth-telling. To the faculty who commit themselves to being truth-tellers, thank you. Through your work, you showed us that the law is the story of people and power. You developed our empathy for the communities our work will impact. You heightened our commitment to service. And you encouraged us to think critically about the powers the law creates and insulates, and about the responsibility of agents of the law that we bear to respond to power that acts without humanity or restraint. I said that today is an expression of hope. As we turn to the next chapter of our lives, I hope that we daily model commitments to empathy, service, community, and justice. I hope our lives are filled with love and joy. I hope we each know a career that embodies integrity and breathes courage. In a 1963 speech in Chicago, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. offered, "Cowardice asks the question, is it safe? Expediency asks the question, is it politic? And vanity comes along and asks the question, is it popular? But conscience asks the question, is it right? And there comes a time when one must take a position that is neither safe, nor politic, nor popular, but one must do it because conscience says it is right." Graduates, when those moments of conscience find us, as in our present context they no doubt will, take a breath. For those moments, for this moment, you are ready. University of Connecticut School of Law, class of 2025, congratulations.